Sometimes I just have to laugh at myself, and today's one of those days. I just can't believe I did this. Good morning. I'm in Astoria in Oregon, and it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. I arrived here yesterday, and it's really great. I'm parked in the Safeway parking lot, which is the local grocery store that supports RVs. They have these great little RV parking spots here. You can see these long, driveway areas, and there's a number of RVs here. I'm parked with the step van right here. This morning I'm going to go for a bike ride, and I have a new bike helmet. Pretty excited about this. It's a bright orange, which I think is good for safety factors. When I grew up, we didn't have helmets, so having a bicycle helmet's going to be a new experience for me. And oh, I have a GoPro mount. I've got to figure out how to get mounted on the helmet, but I'm going to get the bike out first. Sometimes I just have to laugh at myself, and today's one of those days. I just can't believe I did this. So the two things that I purchased for my bicycle was first the helmet, at the encouragement of all of you, so I'm going to be wearing this funky helmet. And the second item is a bicycle lock. And so I purchased a Kryptonite bicycle lock. This is the highest rated one on Amazon. It has two parts, as the U-shaped hard bolt, and then it has a cable. And so the other day I mounted it on my bicycle, and I put it in where I thought was the most logical spot. And when I went to put my tire on, I realized this is not the location to put the bicycle lock. And before I change it, I thought I'd just show you what I did. This is totally stupid, and it's pretty funny, but anyway, I think you'll get a kick out of it. Here's where I mounted the bicycle lock, and you can see the problem. It hits the wheel. I was thinking this would be a good location because I've got a water bottle here, a water bottle here, but now it looks like I'm going to have to mount it here on this top bar, because that's the only logical place on this frame to get it away from the tire. But originally I was thinking it would clear here and it would be just fine, but that's not gonna work. Well, looks like I have a little bit of a dilemma. The GoPro mount that comes with the GoPro looks like this. It's a sort of a curved type thing. You can see on the bottom here that it's a curved surface on the bottom, and it's a large flat surface, but this helmet has all these breathing holes on it, which means there is no flat surface for it to connect on. So that's not going to really work for this little sticky mount. It looks like I'll have to mount it somewhere else, some other way. I'm going to have to do some research online about this, and maybe mount the GoPro another time. So no GoPro for the bike ride this time. I'll probably take it along just to capture some sights. Over to the GoPro, I'm just going to hold it in my hand, carry it around, take some video as I stop at various places. I don't know if I'm going to try to hold the camera while I'm riding the bicycle, but I just wanted to get out and ride the bike. I don't want the little hiccups to keep me from my bike ride. The bicycle path runs right along these train tracks here, and it's right next to the sea. So it should be a nice little ride. Perfect temperatures this morning. I'm gonna go for a spin. Sea lions barking off to my side here. I'm gonna have to come back and check this out at sunset. I think this would be a really beautiful area to just sort of hang out and check out the sea lions. Little bike path, really nice. It's an area that leads off of the tracks and goes out through the trees, which is where I'm at. It's quite beautiful. I like this. I need to make this a daily practice. Right here is the main path with the tracks, and then the little fork that splits off to go down through the trees. I'm gonna get the bike back into the garage and find some Wi-Fi, get online, edit another video. There are at least two famous landmarks here in Astoria. One is this bridge that's back here that is, I think, one of the highest or one of the longest bridges, at least on the Pacific coast. It's really big and super tall. It's sort of scary to go up there. The other side is just up on this hill, and I can see it. Let's see if you can see right about right there. There's a tower. I'll try to find a Google photo close up of the tower. I don't want to drive up there. I've been up there once before, and it's a very narrow, windy hill with a very small parking lot at the top. And I don't want to take the step van up there, and don't want to ride the bicycle up there. But anyway, there's this little famous tower. I think it's called the Astoria Tower. And it looks like it's got an inscription scrolled around the edge of it. It's very interesting. So those are the two sites that really people come to see, and of course this is a famous scene for a bunch of movies like Goonies and I think Kindergarten Cop and some things like that. So there's like a little movie museum somewhere here in Astoria. Not planning on going to that either. One of the last things that I want to do in Astoria is ride on the trolley. For $1 each direction, you're able to ride on the trolley, or for $2 you can ride all day on the trolley. It's about a 45-minute ride round trip. The trolley stops right here underneath the bridge at the Maritime Memorial. So this is the Maritime Memorial Park, and I'm told that they had over 2,000 ships that sank right out here where the Columbia River meets the sea. But there's lots of sandbars, and it's considered one of the most dangerous areas anywhere. So this memorial park is for all the people who died at sea here, and there's a big memorial center back there. This is the bridge up above me right here. And you can see the trolley down the tracks right there. The guy rang the bell and said, "All aboard." This is a lot of fun. I think the last time I rode on a little trolley was in Portugal, in Lisbon. They ask us to switch the backs of the seats on the directions so the trolley can go the other direction and all the seats will face the other direction. It's really interesting. You just lift up on this lever and then the whole seat back moves forward.
They were invented back then.
Coming up here at 16th Street, this has got some neat old Victorians up the hill.
Right?
You can tell that cargo is empty. Notice.
I just got off the trolley. That was fantastic. It's an excellent deal for $1 or possibly $2. It was really a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the step van and get some lunch. I'm parked in the Safeway parking lot. You can see Safeway over here, step van over here. There's a bunch of RVs, great parking. And off in the distance behind me is the local wharf, the seaside area. And you can hear in the distance some sea lions barking. I'm gonna walk out there. Behind me are the railroad tracks that lead down to Safeway. You go about 2 blocks that direction. And on this side is the wharf area, and then the boat launch area over here. This is where they actually clean the fish after they catch them. There's a guy in there that guts them and cleans them and puts them in a plastic bag for you. I'm gonna walk out on the wharf. I don't think I've ever mentioned this in a vlog video before, but my favorite time of day is evening at sunset, like right now, and early sunrise. I'm not sure what it is. It's just something about the light that time of day or the change in temperature. Anyway, you can hear the sea lions off in the distance. There's a sign right here at the edge of the wharf for this little ramp that leads down to the boats that says, "Don't walk down there, that it's dangerous because the sea lions can attack you." I wish I could understand what these sea lions down here, what they're like communicating, what the grunts mean. Like they have this little bark that goes in a repetitive pattern, that. And then they also have a very long like sound that some of them make that is much more intense and angry, and I have no idea what what it all means. Anyway, fascinating stuff. I love Astoria. It's really wonderful to be here. I love seeing the wildlife. That's all I have for this episode. Savor the moment. Thank you for watching. See you next episode.